Hi everyone! Alright, today is a review of another pen, and because, it's great to customize your fountain pen with nibs that you like, but what if you just don't want to bother doing that? You always have the option of buying the pens with the flex nibs. So I took advantage of really good sales during the holidays at the Fountain Pen Revolution website. And I wanted to try the Jaipur pen, which is an Indian pen, and I picked with it the extra fine Ultra Flex nib, and it's a number 6. So it's the same as the one I put in the Jinhao X750 in my previous video, but it comes already installed. You don't have to do anything. It's supposed to be ready to go. So I get those two beautiful colors. They're both the same, the only difference is the color, but I decided to customize them anyway. Nothing fancy. I just switched the caps and the ends that cover the spinny thing that you use, for lack of a better word, that you use to fill up your converter. So that way they mix and match, and I think they look pretty cool like that. So there is no actual converter. The ink goes inside the body of the pen, which is cool because then you can add a lot more ink in it. There's a little clear area where you can actually see the ink and the piston go up and down. And so for the first one, I decided to fill it with some sketch ink, which is a nice waterproof drawing ink. And that one is the color Lily, which is a brownish green or brownish grayish green. I really like that color. It's really nice. Again, it's some kind of pigmented ink, so you do have to shake it, to make sure so you don't have all the pigments stuck at the bottom of the bottle, which means you're gonna have bubbles. You can either wait till the bubbles go away. I am not that patient, and I don't mind just dipping the pen in there, making a mess. I did make a mess actually because the cap of this pen is a screw-on cap. That means that when I dipped the pen in the ink a little bit farther than you usually should, just because of those bubbles, the threads on the body of the pen itself get covered in ink, and so it was a little harder to remove the ink from the threads, but whatever, didn't bother me. Anyways, pretty much right away the ink started flowing and it looked pretty good up until I started pushing a little bit more on the nib, and then a big glob of ink just came out. So I just cleaned that up and I tried again, and it happened again and again and again and again. I could use it just fine without any pressure. As soon as I added a little bit too much pressure, the ink was gushing, so it was a bit annoying. So I tried the other pen with another ink inside, and I did not have that problem. It worked just fine. So I switched the ink. I used the same ink in that one as the other one. I thought maybe it was a matter of using an ink that was maybe too fluid or not enough, or I don't know. And even with the other ink, I still had that same problem. So I messaged the company. They were very responsive. They said, no problem, we're going to send you a new nib. And I got it within a few days. And I replaced the nib. And it's actually pretty cool with those pens because the feed and the nib, they're attached. You can separate them, but they come attached. And then you just screw them on. So it's super easy to replace if you need to replace them. So as soon as I received the replacement, I unscrewed the nib that was on my pen. I screwed on the new one. Easy peasy. I already had the ink inside, so of course, my fingers got all covered in ink, but that's to be expected. and I tried it and the problem was fixed. So I was very pleased with the wonderful customer service that the Fountain Pen Revolution company has, and the quality of their products, really. If there's a defective one, they could send you a replacement right away, and the replacement worked. So I highly recommend them. Alright, so for my sketch this time, the Jacques Callot's study is called Cripple with Wooden Leg and Crutch. Again, it was really nice. This nib is very flexible, and I had tried it before with the Jinhao 750 pen. That said, with the Jaipur V2 pen, it feels like the flow is a little more flowy. And so once you stop pushing on the nib to have a wider line, it's a little harder to get back to a thinner line. So I had to be very careful with that one. With the Jinhao, I guess the ink doesn't flow as much, and it makes it easier to control. With this one, it's beautiful and it flows really nicely. It's nice and smooth, but I think it would be better to use it for bigger drawings, bigger size, because it's quite tricky to draw small lines if you're drawing variations. If you're only drawing fine lines, you can draw really fine lines actually with this, but not right after you've drawn a wider line. I hope it makes sense. But it's a really nice pen. I really enjoy using it, and I'm very happy with my purchase. I think it would be a very good fit for somebody who likes to do calligraphy. Okay, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're feeling very generous and you would like to support this channel, don't hesitate to click on the thanks button right next to the share button. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. And I still have more videos in this series coming up, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.